Hey everybody, welcome back to the good.
It's a nightmare that we did a podcast and got 0 views.
It's not a nightmare, it's reality. Miles just finished watching Ant-Man, that's why he screamed. Welcome back to the Good Life podcast. I'm Archie.
I'm Miles.
And I have a question, Miles. Why? Like that meme. Why? Oh.
Can I just say before we start?
Yes.
We have 6 subscribers. And 2 of them are you and me. But that means we have 4 people that are actually like watching.
We have 0 subscribers.
And one of our reels got like 300 views, which I was well happy about.
Not as happy. And
we
then
got
the
9.
second one got 0.
Well, that one that got 300 views, it had 9 likes and 6 dislikes. But at least we know what people like.
Not us.
Yeah, I was well happy about that.
So, speaking of WoW, Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Abracadabra.
Oh,
Harry
nice.
Potter. First things first, Hogwarts Legacy. Because of that, I've started reading the books.
Have you?
Yeah, and I skipped the first one.
I was going to say I didn't know you could read.
I didn't know I could either. But it's pretty fun. I can't read when someone's watching me.
Why did you skip the first one?
Because I didn't want to read it. Because it's just bland. Never. So I just thought I'd skip the first one, go on to Chamber of Secrets, and just I'm in it. It's more character building or world building. Yeah, I'm not doing very good, but it's fun. Like, the most fun part about it is holding a book and then seeming intelligent, but actually reading it's the hard part.
Why didn't you do like Audible or something? Listen to it in work.
Because it makes me look civilized, Miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, Abracadabra. So Hogwarts Legacy came out. And we're just going to touch on it because we talked about it last time. It's great!
Yeah, I love it.
Wait. Controversy, Miles. You're transphobic.
No. This game is like the most inclusive game I've ever seen. You know, Marvel tends to like put everything in to like appease everyone, but this game has everything.
Like what? Like what, Miles?
I think a bartender. She's transgender.
Serona.
Yeah.
Yeah. She.
And they don't really make a big deal out of it. They just kind of mention she's like, some people knew who I were before all this. Yes. And that's all that's mentioned.
You've got ugly goblins.
Yes.
Like everyone. Like Sebastian.
Also, the Ravenclaw people. They are the worst students ever. They are the worst. They're so annoying. Have you met them?
How's that my Ravenclaw?
They are so annoying. My friend started a Ravenclaw save, and he was a Hufflepuff, but he's just decided to go as Ravenclaw.
Gross.
But he was like, they were so annoying, I almost quit the save and just restarted. And I met them, and they are really annoying.
Because you've got the Zenobia Gobstones girl.
Oh, is she Ravenclaw?
Yeah, she's Ravenclaw. You've got, like, Everett Clopton, the glasses.
Yeah, he does my head in. He's like, hey, have you seen my
Are you sure
my
that's
flight skills?
Oh, yeah, it's that guy. And then...
Amit. He's the...
Oh, yeah, he's the astrology guy with the...
He's annoying as well. And I don't want to do
Why is he annoying, Miles? Why is he annoying, Miles?
They just both. They just are.
Slytherin gang for life.
Yeah, I actually love them. I haven't seen anyone really apart from Sebastian and Ominous.
Ominous, he's blind, and there's a thing coming out of his wand as he's walking around. It's for him to see. I thought that was so cool. And then you know what I said? I went, why'd he put the devil in me? Because he's blind, and it's like Daredevil. Speaking of Daredevil, Marvel.
I was all going to say about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, you want to talk about it more?
Nah.
I got Phoenix.
What?
Oh.
I got a dragon egg.
Yeah, you don't keep that. I thought you open it. You don't.
I love the Room of Requirement stuff where you can like farm and
these nuts.
And you like breed all the species and feed them and pet them.
Yeah.
It's like Viva Pinata, but in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
And I love it. And then I go back and Deke, the little house elf, is like,
I'm so proud of all the potions you brewed.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, It's like every 2 minutes.
There's two lines that really annoy me. There's off on another adventure, are we?
Oh,
The flue
powder.
powder girl. And every time you get near Hogsmeade, it's like
all
roads
roads
lead
lead
to
back to
Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade.
Yeah. Just every time I was underground in a cave, and I must have gone to like the zone, and he just randomly was like, all roads seem to lead to Hogsmeade. And I was like, what are you doing?
It does it when you're leaving, as well.
Yeah, he's like,
I leave the main entrance, and he's like, wow.
Yeah, there's nothing more cozy than Hogsmeade. It's just like, it's too much.
Yeah, Harry Potter is too much.
Mm. There's something else that I really liked, and I can't remember what it is.
My wand.
What is your wand?
It's huge. In what context? It's the natural one. The first one, and it's like grey. I changed it to warm brown or something. And yeah, the handle is like corkscrew.
He needs the handle! Infinity War.
Oh. Speaking of it, no. Yeah, and it looks cool. I got the handle from the headmaster's office.
How?
Well, you see, Miles, I'm a Slytherin, so
am I.
I'm sneaky.
I
Further on,
found the headmaster's office, but I couldn't get
in. Yeah, it's a mission.
Oh.
Spoilers, and then it's open forever.
Oh, cool.
But I went to the other location, where it was in the tie-in games, and it's like at the courtyard.
No. What are you talking about?
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the game. We must find Hagrid. That classic joke. Yes. Anyway, yeah, that's my wand, and it's you. You.
Me.
Yeah, you. You would and Phoenix.
Did you pick that, or did you do the quiz?
You know what's really annoying about the quiz? And we've been talking about Harry Potter for too long. I could have got the best wand in ever. The best wand for nerds is Elderwood, because of Avada Kedavra and powerful, blah blah blah. People like big wands. I just think if you have a normal wand and you know how to use it, it's fine. And Phoenix, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I answered 2 questions differently, and it was unicorn.
That's the one I've got.
And I was like, screw that, I'm not consistent. Give me Phoenix so I can be maybe not, maybe.
Yeah, Dragon and Phoenix look so much cooler. Or like they sound so much cooler than Unicorn. Yeah. But that's the one I got in my quiz, so I
So you picked it?
Yeah.
Gross. You're like Hermione. Hermione has a unicorn.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. Can't remember what I was gonna say at all. So
you like something? I also started a Gryffindor.
Did you?
Save. It's boring. Not the Gryffindor common room. I realised the Slytherin common room isn't fun. It's really cool at the start because of the entrance, and then it's a common room you don't see a lot, and it looks nice, but then it just turns into a common room, and I'd rather be
They're all like that.
Gryffindor.
You don't go in them, like barely.
I do. Every time it goes nighttime.
Why?
I go to sleep.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you change outfits when you go outside?
Of course.
Yeah, I do that. I have a really cool suit and like a cape. Sometimes if I need to be sneaky, I put on the Dark Lord mask or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's cool. I really like it. I think it's good. Apparently it's got really high what would be Elden Ring or something for sales and stuff.
Oh yeah. I
don't really know why that was the benchmark.
Elden Ring. It got Game of the Year.
I know, but it's it's a very niche game.
It's like Dark Souls, isn't it?
Exactly.
Everyone loves Dark Souls.
I don't think.
Not me. I hate being bad at things, so I don't play games that I'm bad at.
True. Like when I beat you in F1 20 everything, and you just refuse to play because I'm just better than you.
Anyway, Miles is a sore winner. He beat me 1 time.
In this game.
Anyway, I tried to segue. Miles watched Ant-Man. I haven't seen it. Tell me all about
Hogwarts
it.
Legacy is a marvel.
Yeah, and Marvel.
Yeah, I saw Ant-Man. I saw it with a few...
Kang! There we go, there's your segue.
I saw it with a few people and we all had quite mixed responses. I actually really enjoyed it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. 2 people I saw it with didn't like it. They just thought there was too many issues. I understand their issues. So basically, are you going to watch it, aren't you?
Just tell me.
Oh,
I don't care.
There's no steak. Like,
they're hungry.
Yeah, it's medium rare minimum. Like someone said today, they were like, it starts exactly where it finishes exactly where it starts, and it does. It starts with him walking down the street, and he's like, and it ends with him walking down the street, and they go for a meal, and like, yeah. So I don't know. So basically, they go to the quantum realm or whatever, and then
yes.
While they're there, the mum is like, "Stop talking to me. We need to get out of here as quick as we can." And then Evangeline Lilly is like, "Why don't you just talk to me, please, please?" And Michael Douglas is like, "Yeah, dude, I love this place." And that goes on for like half an hour.
Did he die?
No one dies.
What about Kang?
No. At the end, there's a big fight. It's pretty cool. Ant-Man's like fighting against Kang, and then Kang gets knocked out because they destroy this ring that hits him, and so they don't really defeat him, but he just gets knocked out from his own stuff. And then they open this portal to leave and just run because they can't defeat him. And everyone escapes but Ant-Man, and then he fights Kang again, and Kang's just beating the hell out of him, and he's lost all his like armor.
Yeah,
so he's just
it was in the trailer.
And then Wasp comes back.
Surprise!
Through the portal. And then the portal closes. And then they push Kang into like this multiversal core he's looking for, which powers his chair. And basically when Ant-Man and Wasp went into it, they like kept talking about it. They kept saying like, this is the probability zone or something. And basically every decision they made or were going to make would duplicate them into someone else. So there was just a million Ant-Men.
Yeah.
And they all were fighting each other, and he was about to die. And then they all agreed that they had to save Cassie. So they all united as one. Got this core, went out, blah, 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 saved the day. But
you sat through this movie.
So yeah, Kang gets... it was good. Kang gets stuck in that. But it's not explained what happens to him. He says at the end, yeah, Ant-Man at the end is like, did we kill him? Is he gone? I'm not really sure. And then he has like a little panic attack, and then he's like, oh no, I'm sure it'll be fine. And then he walks around the street again. La, 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 la. But yeah, I was reading like a theory, and it was saying Kang is going to be stuck in that place, and he is not going to be able to come to terms with any of his other probabilities. So he's just going to be stuck here for as long as he is, fighting his own self, and that's what's going to make him unstoppable.
Because he's just training.
Yeah. So yeah, he's the conqueror. Spoilers! I've already told you spoilers, but there is other Kangs. So yeah, so he's the conqueror. That happens, he gets stuck in there.
We've seen one.
Yeah, I know, in this film.
There's more. Like, Immortus.
Maybe, yeah.
Ramatut.
Yeah. Did you read it?
No, the comic.
Oh, yeah, they're all in it. At the
Cool.
end, it's a post-credit scene.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
But, yeah, he gets stuck in that. You think, oh, Ant-Man and Wasp have just sacrificed their own life to make their kid go because the portal's closed.
I thought they lived.
And then the kid is just like, oh, I found you, I'll open the portal again. And they walk out. And it's like, oh, well, if they'd stayed in there, it would have been cool. But yeah, that doesn't happen. And yeah, he's stuck in there. Post-credit scene is this just arena of Kangs. And there's these 3 guys. One of them looks like Cyborg. One of them looks like Pharaoh, the Ramatut guy, or whatever.
Was Cyborg Iron Lad?
No, it's Jonathan Majors, just
Cyborg.
as a cyborg. And then one of them... I can't remember what the other one looks like. But
maybe it was Cyborg and you just can't tell the difference.
It wasn't. They're like planning. They're basically saying, he's the conqueror. We banished him anyway. But there's no way we can not like leave that alone because Ant-Man killed him. They were like, we can't have that ruin our reputation. So let's rally all the Kangs and just go to war. And this is the multiversal
Kang
war that was
dynasty.
talked about in Loki.
Oh, so it's a loop.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I
That's
think
cool.
this is the start. And Loki was obviously set like right at the end or something. So I think that Kang stops this.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way through. And then Loki gets to the end and then it happens again or whatever.
So it's a cycle.
I don't know. But just like things were happening that were like, I thought this already happened. Which, yeah, it was weird. And then the second post-credit scene, Loki was there.
Ah!
He's sitting in like a Victorian time theatre.
Yes.
With Owen Wilson, which is why I thought you made that thing at the start.
Very damn.
And Owen Wilson's like, oh, is this the guy? Is this the guy? I thought you said he was really scary. And Jonathan Majors is on stage doing magic and stuff. And Loki's like really freaked out and he's like, that's the guy, that's the guy. And then it like cuts.
Oh, so is that season 2?
Yeah, so I read about it and apparently this Kang is one that is from the future, but he went back in time and he impresses everyone with magic because it's basically just tech. And that's his life. So it looks like he's going around hunting Kangs. No, it wasn't Ramatut.
Who's Ramatut then? Where's he?
He's like a pharaoh kid.
Mm-hmm. But he went back.
Oh, okay.
And that's what because he was the pharaoh. He had all this technology. I'm pretty sure.
This guy was called like Blake or
Jimmy.
I was gonna say no, I don't know.
Was that Kang from Creed?
Maybe he got his arms out and he's like,
yeah.
MODOK's in it. He's actually really funny. They kill him.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Who's Bill Murray? Is Bill Murray in this one or is he in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, he's in this. He's in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh.
There's like, so Michelle Pfeiffer, I can't think of any character names, but Michelle Pfeiffer.
Janet.
Yeah. She's like got this history and she's the one that started Kang.
She was a baddie.
Kind of, yeah. Basically she...
No, I meant like... yeah.
Kang... Oh my god, this is so complicated.
No, we're not going to talk about it if it's complicated because I'm already...
She's stuck in the quantum realm from years ago
Yes.
and then this guy crash lands and she's like, who are you? He's like, I'm just a guy. And it's Kang.
Oh.
And he's like, I need help rebuilding my ship.
Yes.
Can you help me? I'll get you out of here once we do that.
Yes.
I don't know how to power this core.
It's the core thing.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Times pass, and then they start it up, but because the chair is sentient, like unlinked to his brain, when she touches the core, she sees everything he's done and like killed all these people. And she's like, uh-oh. And then Kang is like, listen, I will take you home. Just don't worry about it. Anything that happens after I take you home, like, not your problem. And she's like, but you're just going to destroy my world, aren't you? And he's just like,
yep,
I'm going to win. And she's like, ah! And then she steals it, and then...
Are you sure he didn't go, I'm going to win?
Nope. And then she destroys it by putting all those spin things that make things big onto the core, and the core goes massive, and that becomes the city that he lives in.
Oh.
And then, yeah, he just, like, kills everyone once she leaves.
Lovely.
Because he's like, where is she? And then Bill Murray is there, and he's the freedom fighter that she knew. And apparently they slept together. They mention it like 4 times. And, yeah, he just betrays them and is like, listen, we don't have a choice anymore. He's going to find you either way, so let's go.
Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he goes to Kang.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how
10?
badly is this movie?
Oh. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I don't know why. I mean...
Well, the way you just described it, it was a lot.
Yeah, but I
You've
don't know
really
what it is
brought the
about
room down, Miles. Kang.
Kang. The Chang Dynasty.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but you know when Ant-Man shrinks, I really love that animation. So that makes the film good for me.
Oh. What about when he enlarges?
Yeah, it doesn't quite do it for me, but I like the little scenes. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was like a 7. I thought it was decent. It's definitely not the worst film in Marvel.
Yeah, okay, I agree. You know what is the worst film in Marvel? Oh, I thought you were going to say it with me. Thor.
Oh, yeah.
Which one, though?
The new one, definitely.
Yeah, definitely the new one.
The Dark World's pretty bad, but I haven't seen it in so long that I don't know if it's as bad as I remember. It probably is. But that new one...
Wait! Miles is angry because he didn't set up the microphone correctly. Anyway.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about Ant-Man, but we're going to move on because we've been talking about Ant-Man for too long. Our Deans reminded me about Justin Rick and Morty guy.
Roiland.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He was just a bit weird. I think he would go on like podcasts and be like, oh yeah, I don't care that she's 15, blah blah blah, and like you can kind of say that's satire, but like he was messaging like 12-year-olds being like, it was kind of in the vein of,
God,
send me nudes, haha, nah, just kidding, but do it if you want to. It was like that. It was kind of like, wouldn't it be cool if we had sex or something, you know, just stuff like that, where he's not saying I want to have sex with you, but it looks like he definitely just wants to have sex with underage kids. Because he's made like obscure comedy sketches in the past that are just weird. It's just underage people.
Why is everyone in Hollywood weird?
Well, Miles, when we get there, we'll find out. We can be weird. Ours will be we kiss each other.
But we don't. You keep saying it, but it never happens.
One day when we get famous. One day we'll get desperate for views.
Yeah.
And we'll...
What
do you mean,
once we get bored of our 6 subscribers.
We love those 6 subscribers.
No, I know. You put 6 people in this room.
I'd kiss them all. And that was his problem. He wanted to kiss his... He got the Michael Jackson effect.
So what, are they replacing him? Or are they just ending the show?
They haven't... I don't think they've said anything yet. They basically said he didn't really do anything anyway. He just did the voices and he was terrible. You know the video where it was like he was doing method acting and he was just drunk?
Yeah.
They said he's just like that all the time. So he's just difficult. So they got rid of him. So I assume they're just going to get people that can mimic individual voices.
Could you do a Rick or Morty impression? Who's that?
SpongeBob. Oh wait, I'll do Snape. 10 points to Slytherin.
I thought you were going to do Rick as you said that. That's good.
10 points to the Morty. Yeah, I can't do Rick because his voice is grovelly and Morty's is just like me when I wake up. If like I sit on my testicles, that's me. Oh jeez, you know, like
That was alright.
That wasn't good. So yeah, I just had a picture of Dan Harmon in my head when we were talking about kissing.
Has he done anything?
I think he like harassed. I think he harassed a like female co-worker because he was like, "Come on," and she was like, "Nah," and I think he just kind of took it a step too far. But he apologized for it, and he was like, "I'm a piece of shit." So at least he wasn't like, "I like underage people." It was kind of like a hostile work environment where it's like your boss coming on to you, basically.
Do you think Paul Rudd's a good guy? Do you think he's done anything weird and he just hides it well, or do you think he's a nice guy? He must be just a nice guy.
He's Jewish, right?
He's a nice guy.
That was my Kanye impression.
Oh, we'll get cancelled. Who do you reckon are the best top 5 people that haven't done anything? Keanu Reeves, Paul Rudd.
I don't think you could name them. I think everyone
Just did.
I think everyone's a little bit dodgy. The only different. Well, you see like Minecraft streamers that are like all dodgy and all. I think it's because, and this is when we become famous, and I have an inevitable allegation. This is my defense. It's just broadcasted for people. They only care about these specific people. But I guarantee the normal person is also a piece of shit. it's just human nature for some reason not to have sex with kids. That is weird. I'm trying to save myself here.
Your hole, the digging hole that's massive.
My hole is massive. Speaking of Dan Harmon, and the segue, script read, Pedro Pascal, Last of Us. Is it still any good?
I haven't watched it.
Good. The Mandalorian's coming back. March 1st. That was my segue. You reckon Pedro Pascal's done anything to dirty little Grogu?
Maybe as a joke.
Whoa, we do not joke about that stuff.
Is Grogu animatronic?
I thought you...
Or a puppet?
I think it's like when it's just sat there, it's kind of like a teddy. You just pick it up and you hold it. But I think like some animations is like that Yoda statue where it's like, judge me by my size, do you? And then he's like,
So like an animatronic?
yeah, I'll send you that video and then you can put it over.
I don't want to.
Okay, he won't put that over. He'll just make me green in editing. Speaking of green, Shrek. I feel like there was some Shrek news going on there, but
Puss in Boots apparently is good.
Yes, nice.
I want to see that.
And you know who the voice is for Death?
No.
It's Narcos man. What's the guy's name? The drug guy?
Pedro Pascal?
No, not Pedro Pascal, but I'm getting there. That's my segue back to Pedro Pascal. What's that guy, the guy's name where he's like, he sold so much drug money? He's like the main bad guy in Narcos for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I know who you mean. I can't think of his name.
It's
He's got
that guy.
It's a very well-known name, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's...
The guy with the meme where he's like staring.
Yeah, it's him. That's the voice of...
What's his name? We really need to come like better prepared to these things.
What do you mean? Our knowledge is immense.
Every time I'm editing this, I have to cut out like hours and hours and hours and hours of footage of us going, I can't remember, and sometimes I just leave it in and there's still loads left.
Yeah, his name was,
Robert Paulson.
His name was...
Robert Paulson?
Benicio del Toro. That was his name.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Wasn't that the
I
guy?
haven't seen Narcos, so I don't know if he's in it or not. He's in Sicario.
Is that the guy? The guy, Star Wars guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He scares me. His eyes scare me. Speaking of eyes scaring me, we're going to go back to controversy.
Are we?
Yeah, we want to talk about who do you think is good?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Keanu Reeves. Blake Lively.
What? Why her?
Maybe. I just reckon she's a good person.
Miles's taste
Who
is
else?
coming out.
Who else is a good person?
You're going to be cutting out a lot of this stuff.
Maybe. I think that's it.
3 people in the entire Hollywood.
Maybe Adam Sandler. Maybe.
Ooh, he seems like the type to have a certain little allegation coming up. Wasn't one of his friends had an allegation? God, we should be allegation hunters. Next time on Allegation Hunters, we're going to find out if you have an allegation.
That's a nice name.
Allegation Hunters.
Send in all your allegations and we'll go through them and we'll decide what is real and what's fake.
And our mascot is Allegation Alligator.
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar.